What can you do to spice up a boring old drum kit? Try using a boingy boingy.
It works. Totally works.
Now, if you ever go to a rock concert, you're pretty much guaranteed that the lead singer is going to be jumping all over the place and moving close to the crowd. Like, think of Bono. But then think of Larry Mullen Jr. Where's the drummer in all of this? Usually they're just stuck in one place, sitting there, drumming.
Groupies. Okay, well, the person you're about to meet in this week's Adventure segment is about to change that. We found him on BC's Sunshine Coast, working hard at shaking things up for drummers everywhere.
Wow. Charlie Rose likes to bang his drum. He's not a professional musician.
I'm a log home builder. It's mostly post and beam out of red cedar.
But he plays a lot of gigs.
Since I left high school, I've been in 50 different bands.
Lately, he hasn't enjoyed drumming as much.
I was getting bored. I thought that I was missing something with the drumming and the live gigs. I felt like everyone else was moving around and having a lot of fun, and I was kind of stuck in a dark corner. And I thought, well, there's got to be a way to make the drum set more dynamic and more fun.
And that's why he decided to invent this. He calls it Boingy Boingy. It's like a giant kid's rocking horse with a whole lot of bounce.
It's an oil barrel that's sitting long ways, and I sit at the back end of it.
The barrel's attached to giant springs. It's important to Charlie that they're balanced.
It feels wonky if I'm cockeyed.
The springs in front are from a Camaro.
I wanted it sporty in the front, and then Oldsmobile springs in the back for more comfort.
The Boing didn't always look this way. It took Charlie a few tries to get his rhythm right.
I thought the idea at first would be I'd have a giant spring coming up from a tractor wheel with a platform on it with a drum set on it, and I'd just be able to roll around with the spring, and it would rock like, you know, like a pig or something at the kids' park, you know, or a duck. So when it was built, before I even put a drum set on it, I sat on it and I went to go, and I didn't come back up. I just went, The locals call it a piece of on a spring.
He's pretty happy with his bouncy drum set now, but he just needs a better way to attach the cymbals.
These are clamps for drum parts. This is how I've been currently putting my cymbals on, and I always fumble around with this part, and it takes me a long time actually to do it right, and I'm getting tired of doing it this way. Oh, half the time these come loose and my cymbal falls over, and then I feel silly about that. Okay, well that's what.
So today, with the help of his kids, Charlie is designing a new setup for his cymbals.
Can you hold this for me? That part? Okay, I gotta drill a hole through my metal. Oh, let's see if it fits. Oh, look at that. It's gonna be perfect. Henry, you're in time to do some drilling. You remember how to operate this thing? Yeah. See all the metal coming out? We're almost through.
He's losing the clamps and building a more permanent stand.
One there? Okay. Oh, no, I'll put this one. That'll be fine. Yeah, I gotta see if this works. It works. Totally works.
For Charlie, playing a Boingy Boingy is a lot of fun, but it took some getting used to.
It was embarrassing when I first started playing this thing. I was actually behind closed doors for 6 months before I'd play it live.
And the first time Charlie's band members saw it, they were a little shocked.
Didn't really know what to think. Being with traditional drummers all my life, all of a sudden coming to something like this, it's just a mind blower.
Charlie doesn't mind taking his show on the road so people can watch him boing.
Oh, there's a lot of jaw-dropping, a lot of rubbernecking and double takes, and I can't believe this is real. And what's wrong with you? You have too much spare time on your hands.
The Boingy Boingy is putting the fun back in drumming for Charlie and taking him to new heights.
It's time now to get the boing up in the air and do some sky boinging today, get some new height, a different perspective. Crane boing.
It seems like there's no end to where Charlie Rose will take his tricked out drum kit.